My blog is Art and Literature. It's a WordPress blog, free software, artandliterature.wordpress.com. I never really thought about the idea of blogging until about a year ago. I was attending a conference, a little workshop by the American Independent Writers based in Washington, D.C. And there was a panel about blogging and about different forms of social media. I'd heard of blogging before, but didn't know much about the background, why people did it, how people did it. After that meeting, though, I came back and began exploring the world of blogging, and that afternoon started my own just on a lark. I didn't know exactly what to do with it, except that I had interests in mysteries, thrillers, crime fiction. I had interests in Southern literature. I'm a writer myself, and so I began to write short entries about whatever was of interest to me that day. Quickly, I found an audience came. People read it. People commented on it. Not a tremendous audience at first, but over the year it has built, and I've developed a number of connections with other bloggers, almost a conversation. Having worked in traditional media for many years, for a newspaper in North Carolina, writing freelance for newspapers and magazines now, this was a different form of journalism. However, I've found that it certainly has its own readers and its own benefits. One of the benefits is sort of instantaneousness of it all. The normal editorial process is not followed. I can write something, I can edit it later. I had a friend, a fellow blogger, make a comment the other day that anything he writes is the beta version because he can change it the next hour or the next day and change it based on feedback from other places. That's one of the benefits. The ease of the internet is another. Obviously there's a lot of talk about the death of the newspaper, the death of print publications and of print journalists. I think that's a sad state, obviously. However, bloggers are stepping in and keeping conversation, coverage, and reportage alive in many ways. I've used wikis in the classroom before, having a group of students from different backgrounds, different majors, trying to collaborate together to produce a unified document, a unified website. That's an interesting process. I've not yet tried blogging, but I think that's going to come. I look at the blog, I look at Twitter. I think that the way that particularly the younger generation uses electronic media has changed the way that they communicate, has changed the way that they disseminate information, and that needs to be capitalized on in the classroom. If they're reading a book, have a comment, they can Twitter it, and suddenly there's a conversation going on Twitter, hopefully, about that topic. Students in the classroom can connect there, connect on Facebook, and if they're blogging, this is a way of having an immediate audience for what they're saying, and a connected audience again.